Nematoda. General characters and classification. Introduction. Nematodes are commonly referred to as roundworms, threadworms, or pinworms. Nematodes is one of the largest groups of metazoan. Nematodes are pseudocoelomates, bilaterally symmetrical, cylindrical body with triploblastic nature. General characters of Nematoda. Some are parasites and others are free living in soil or water. Example: rhabditides. Body is long, cylindrical, without segmentation. Nematodes are characterized by a species-specific number of cells or nuclei. Body of nematodes is slender, cylindrical, unsegmented, with resistant cuticle. Body wall contains longitudinal muscles. Circular muscles are absent. Body cavity is pseudocoelom. Epidermis is syncytial. Locomotory cilia are absent. Some have ciliated gastrodermal cells. Alimentary canal is simple straight tube. Mouth at anterior end, anus at the posterior end. Digestion is both extracellular and intracellular. Intestine is non-muscular. Blood vascular system is absent. Pseudocoelomic fluid helps in the transport of nutrients. Excretory system contains H-shaped canals or excretory gland. Respiration is by anaerobic method. Nervous system consists of a circumenteric nerve ring with ganglia. Sense organs are amphids, mechanical, and receptors present at the anterior region of the body, and phasmids, glandulosensory structures in the posterior region of the body. Sexes are separate. Sexual dimorphism is present. Males are smaller with curved posterior end. They possess cloaca with one or two copulatory spicules. Females are longer with straight posterior end. Genital pole is separate from anus. Fertilization is internal. Development involves 4 moles of the cuticle. Nematodes exhibit cutely. It is a phenomenon in which cell division ceases near the end of embryonic development, so that number of cells of the adult is constant. Development includes rhabditiform larva.
A larva hatches out from an infective egg laid in the intestine of the host. It then penetrates the intestine walls and is carried through the blood vessels to the lungs. From the lungs, it moves to the lumen of the respiratory tract and then into the throat, which becomes swollen as a result of coughing. From the throat, the larva returns to the small intestine where it matures. Female Ascaris lumbricoides lay more eggs, up to 200,000 a day, in the lumen of the intestine. The eggs are excreted in the feces, and once in the external environment, they reach the stage of the so-called invasive egg containing a larva. Only then do they become infective. Infection occurs when the eggs reach the alimentary tract, for example, when the host consumes contaminated fruit or vegetables. Once in the small intestine, the eggs begin to develop, thus completing the life cycle of Ascaris lumbricoides.
Eggs of the fluke are excreted in human feces or in the urine, depending on the species. The embryo contained in each egg develops and hatches into a tiny ciliated larva called a miracidium, plural miracidia. The miracidium only leaves the egg if it is in an aquatic environment. The miracidium moves actively in the water and within 5 to 6 hours finds an intermediate host, usually a freshwater snail. In the lungs of the snail, the miracidium forms a sporocyst, which gives rise to further sporocysts, or radii. These spread inside the body of the snail and produce another stage of the fluke, the cercaria, plural cercarii, which is released into the water. The cercarii drift in the water until they encounter a plant or animal, on the surface of which they transform into another type of cyst. In this form, they are consumed by the definitive host, a human or some other mammal. However, one of the most common pathogenic flukes, Schistosoma hematobium, penetrates the organism directly through the skin. Once inside the host organism, the cercaria transforms into a schistosomulum. This is carried in the blood to the portal circulation, where it matures into an adult fluke. According to species, flukes occur in different parts of the organism. Adult flukes may live inside the human body for as long as 30 years.
In this video about difference between Taenia solium and Taenia saginata. Properties: intermediate host, disease, transmission, size, scolex, proglottids, X, infectious nature. Intermediate host: Taenia solium, pig. Taenia saginata, cattle. Diseases: Taenia solium, taeniasis and cysticercosis. Taenia saginata, taeniasis only. Size: Taenia solium. The adult form is usually about 2 to 3 meters long. Taenia saginata, it is usually about 5 meters in length, but may on occasion be much longer, about 25 meters or more. Transmission: Taenia solium infection is commonly among those eating raw or insufficiently cooked measly pork containing the cysticerci. Taenia saginata, human beings are infected through the eating of undercooked beef containing the cysticerci. Scolex: Taenia solium. The scolex head is lobular in outline and has 4 large cup-like suckers. A conspicuous rounded rostrum arm with a double row of alternating round and small dagger-shaped hooks, 20 to 50 in number. Taenia saginata. Scolex has no rostrum or hooklets. Proglottids: Taenia solium. The total number of proglottids is an average of 1000. Taenia saginata. The number of proglottids vary from 1000 to 2000. Taenia solium. The gravid uterus consists of a medium longitudinal stem with 5 to 13 compound lateral branches on each side. Taenia saginata, the Dravid uterus consists of a central longitudinal stem with 15 to 30 lateral branches on each side. These in turn sub-branch, leaving practically no space in between. Taenia solium. Taenia solium may produce 50,000 eggs per proglottid. Taenia saginata. Taenia saginata may produce up to 1 lakh eggs per proglottid. Eggs. The eggs are about 30 to 35 micrometer in diameter, and eggs of Taenia solium and Taenia saginata are morphologically indistinguishable. Infectious nature. Taenia solium. Infectious to humans. Human who ingested food contaminated with eggs of Taenia solium may develop cysticercosis. Eggs of Taenia saginata are not infectious. Human who ingest Taenia saginata eggs do not develop cysticercosis.